Hey guys, it's Jordan. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am super excited because I'm actually going to be filming a Dance Coach Reacts video, and I haven't filmed one of these in honestly so long. Oh my god. I feel like the Orphan Annie with my raggedy, messy red hair. Speaking of which, I finally watched the new Annie over the Christmas break, the one with Quvenzhané Wallis and Cameron Diaz, and it was so good. Shout out to Quvenzhané because she did an amazing job. I was blown away, and also her name, it was super cool. So I looked it up, and it turns out that her parents mixed their first names to make her name. But anyways, all of that aside, in today's video, we're going to be reacting to BRYNN RUMFALLO'S new solo Bad Romance. So her choreographer just put the full version of this up on YouTube a couple weeks ago, and I uploaded that to my YouTube channel, and you guys loved it, and so many of you guys were responding in the comments and giving your constructive feedback. This is BRYNN's return to dancing in the public, in competitive dance, and so I naturally would want to go really easy on her, but I'm going to try to keep it super objective. I'm going to try and give the most fair evaluation and adjudication possible. I hope you guys like it. The vibe we're going for today, I'm literally wearing a scarf with pajamas, but that's how we roll in 2020. And thank you so much to all of you guys that watched my last video and left all of your comments. I was reading through all of them and trying to respond to everybody, and you guys are amazing, and thank you so much for all of the love and support. I just really needed to scream and shout and let it all out, and scream and shout and let it out, and sing oh wee oh wee oh wee oh. Wham wham Rocket Man, will.i.am and Britney.
I want your ugly, I want your disease, I want your everything as long as it's free. I want your love, 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 I want your love. I want your drama, the touch of your hand. I want your...
Alright, so to start off from her very first beginning pose, I saw great use of her turnout. She's really still got her foot articulation and great flexibility, really wide open hips, so that is all great. I think that's something that's probably really natural to BRYNN, is the 180-degree turnout. And then moving forward, I think that was a nice headstand, and then coming out of the headstand, from the back arch, when she was rolling up, it kind of looked a bit sloppy. She fumbled around with her feet. It didn't look like they were really planted and grounded into the ground. But let's get back into this.
Leather-studded kiss in the sand. I want your love.
That was cool.
Love, 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 I want your love. I want your love, and I want your revenge. I want your love. I don't want to be friends.
Okay, alright, so I would say that her musicality is nice in here as well. Now, what I've got to say is when I originally posted this choreography on my channel, there was a bunch of little mini dance coaches all through the comments section, and I think that a lot of those comments come from people that are not dancers themselves, because what we're seeing here is BRYNN was kind of just going through her growth spurt when she was leaving Dance Moms, and so there's a huge change that dancers go through from being a child and then going through your growth spurt and then being your final height and size. And so when you're going through that growth spurt, you kind of lose all of your coordination, you get really gangly, your shoulders start rising up, you might be really flexible, you might be totally not flexible at all. For most people, you start to lose all of your flexibility after you've went through your growth spurt, and so that really, really affects your dancing and your technique. And so I think a lot of the criticism here is kind of unwarranted, because if BRYNN continues to dance, she will be right back where she was on Dance Moms, or before she went on Dance Moms, when BRYNN was at her peak, technically. I think that she will go right back to that if she continues to dance. And I know this because I've taught children dancing, I've watched children dance and grow up and go through their teen years, And I've also went to college with people that stopped dancing and then picked up dancing again as an adult, and they got back everything except for maybe a little bit of their flexibility, but you can really get back all of your technique, and especially your technique can be better as an adult when you're stronger. But when you're a child, you feel like everything is so much more compact and easy because your center of balance, your center of gravity is totally different when you're a child to after you've went through your growth spurt. And so that really, really affects your turning, it affects your flexibility, it affects everything. So I think for BRYNN to take a couple years off of extreme training and to still be brave enough to go on stage and have this filmed and be public, that deserves a round of applause. And to me, I see somebody that is still a teenager here and has just grown probably like 8 inches or something and is working on regaining her strength. And she has all of her flexibility there, but BRYNN's weakness was always her strength. She has amazing technique. Whenever she's physically training and was working at like club dance, she had amazing technique all the time, and it's that physical training that they did there that is amazing. It keeps their flexibility and their technique on point at all times. But because she has the wherewithal, she understands her technique, this is all just a phase of growing up. And if she continues to dance and continues to be committed, she'll have amazing technique. It's just going to be this transition period during her teen years where things might seem a little bit awkward. And it's kind of like watching a horse learn how to walk, or watching like a baby deer learn how to walk. That's kind of what it feels like to be a dancer going through your teen years. And you're kind of like learning your entire body and your entire new shape and size all over again. You have to relearn the entire physical side of dancing because nothing feels the same anymore. And so you just have to rely on all of that technique and all of that knowledge that you've learned in class, your turnout, your positions, your core, and all of that you just need to bring forward mentally through your transition, through puberty, going through into your teen years, and you'll get back all of that technique. So that's nothing to worry about if you're also a child that's going through your growth spurt and realizing that you're losing all of your technique, losing all of your strength and control. It's mostly just control that you're going to lose, and flexibility. That it's nothing to worry about. You just need to work hard and you'll get all of that back. So as long as you paid attention in class, you paid attention to technique and how to do things properly, you have the wherewithal, you have the tools, you just need to use them to get your technique back on point and regain all of that control after you go through a growth spurt. Now, I think that that is where a lot of the loss of control is coming from, but I think that she's still doing a great job. She still has great flexibility, and yeah, let's hop right back into this.
Et je veux ta revanche, je veux ton amour. I don't wanna be friends. I don't wanna be friends. I don't wanna be friends.
Oh, yikesy. That foot was like entirely turned in when she landed on it. So again, I'm seeing a lot of flexibility. I'm just seeing a lack of control. I think that her emotional execution is there. I think that she has a lot more maturity to her movement, and it's coming from a place of understanding emotionally and not necessarily just mimicking. The reason why traditionally you didn't do contemporary dance until you're like 12 or 13 is because they want you to understand movement from an emotional place and to have some life experience to relate your movement to something emotional. And so a lot of the time when you see kids that are great at contemporary that are like 9 and 10 years old, it's because they're learning to mimic movements that an adult has showed them, like this is how to use your full contraction and this is how to fake emotion. And so I think that she's really acting from a place that is real now, and I just want to commend her for doing a great job on this so far. Yeah, I feel like her turnout again is great. Some of the turns are nice. She's a bit stumbly in her footwork in between her transitions, but she can still do her alisacones. I would have liked to see her like pointing her foot harder and stretching her knee harder during those alisacones, but again, that's going to be coming down to control that she's going to take a while to regain. But I think that, yeah, overall, it's pretty good. like that turn on the floor.
Caught in a bad romance.
Nice. So yeah, I think that she did a great job with her emotional execution in this solo. I saw a lot of maturity in her dancing. I saw a lot of critical comments about the choreography, but I think that the choreographer was just trying to work hand in hand, knowing that this is BRYNN's return to competition and that this was going to be a solo that she's doing while she's regaining her control and her strength and her technique. So I think that they did a great job working hand in hand together. I thought that it was really fluid, and I thought that it was really raw and emotional and real, and it went really well hand in hand with this kind of acoustic version of Lady Gaga's Bad Romance. But overall, I think that she did a great job. I think that she's definitely on the right track. I want to give her a round of applause for being one of the dancers from Dance Moms to not let that be the reason you stop dancing. Like, she is still dancing, she's still going strong, and I really hope that this wasn't her last dance. I would love to see her continuing to dance. And yeah, congratulations, BRYNN. I thought that you did a great job, and I would love to see you continue dancing. And for you guys that are watching, if you like this video, make sure to give it a great big thumbs up. Let me know what you guys thought of my critiques down in the comments below. And yeah, I guess make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification before you go. And as always, make sure to be weird, be wild, and stay sparkly. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.